In one video, I am going to go through all of my older stuff, base through Call of Legends. So bear with me, this may be a bit of a long video, but I'm going to try and go through them fairly speedy. Only trading for cards on my once list, and if you don't have anything on my once list, I am more than open to selling. So, starting off with base set, and of course, this is all English stuff. I'll show Japanese and have promo cards in another video. So, base set holos, rares, more rares there, jungle holos, rares, fossil holos, rares, more rares. Thought I had some first editions, but I might have sold them. Okay, base 2 holos. More holos, rares, more rares, even more rares, a few more, Team Rocket holos, rares, let's see, unlimited first edition rares start there, more first edition rares, more first editions, and then we go with heroes holos, rares, more rares, one challenge holo, rares, more rares, Genesis holos. Lugia has first edition but has quite a bit of damage. Rares, more rares, first edition rares, more first edition rares, Discovery holos, rares, Revelation holos, including these three being first edition, rares, some first edition rares, Destiny holos, and then rares start with Radio Tower, more rares, first edition rares there, Legendary holos, few more holos, rare revs, common and uncommon revs, non-holo rares, more non-holo rares, expedition holos, rares, more rares, even more rares, rare reverses, all of these are rare revs as well, common and uncommon revs, more common uncommon revs, and then Aquapolis starts here, holos, rares, more rares, rare revs, common and uncommon revs, more common and uncommon revs, and Skyridge holos, rares, more rares, more rares, rare revs, rare revs I think go through Aerodactyl, and then the trainers start the common and uncommon revs, and that finishes this binder. Next binder, Ruby and Sapphire holos. Let me shift these a little bit. Alright, rares, more rares, rare revs, I think on both of these pages, common and uncommon revs, more, Sandstorm holos, rares, more rares, rare revs, I think they go through at least Cacturn. Feel like there's some on here too. And then common and uncommon revs. These are a little more difficult to see, so please feel free to pause, of course, and rewind at any point. Dragon holos, rares, more rares, more rares, rare revs, a few more over there. Common and uncommon revs, more common and uncommon revs, then more and more. Delta species holos, rares, more rares, a few more. These are rare revs, rare revs on all over this page too, then common and uncommon revs over here, few more. And some more over here. Including Rev Potion. I actually need to take that out and put that in my current binder. Legend Maker Hollows. More hollows on this page. Rares. More rares. A few more rares. And a few more there. Rare revs. Rare revs. Actually, all of these are rare revs. And then common and uncommon revs. A few more. Lots more. And a little more there. Deoxys hollows. Hollows over there as well. Rares. More rares. And a few more. Rare revs. All of these are rare rev as well. Common and uncommon rev. More common and uncommon rev. And a few more there. So, binder number 3. Unseen Forces hollows. Rares. 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 Rare revs. Rare revs. Common, uncommon. I think these are all rare as well. Possibly. And then I think these are the common and uncommon revs. Lots more there. And there. My favorite set, Team Rocket Returns. Hollows. A few more hollows there. Oh, actually, nope, those are hollows as well. Rares. More rares. And more. Oh, I'm sorry, these are all rare revs. Here we go, common and uncommon revs. More common and uncommon revs, and sounds like a kitten has inhaled too much litter and is having a little sneezing fest, poor thing. Hidden Legends, hollows. More hollows. Rares. More rares. A few more rares, and then these start the rare revs. These are harder to see because they don't have the set name printed on them, but they do have the holographic picture as well as the symbol on them. So rare revs there, then common and uncommon revs, more common and uncommon revs, and then fire red, leaf green hollows, rares, more rares, rare revs starting here, and you can see the set hollow better on this one and more of the sparkle. Common and uncommon revs, even more, and a few more. Emerald hollows, rares, more rares, more rares, rare revs, rare revs. I'm sorry, these are common and uncommon revs, but including Pichus. And more rare revs there. Now on to binder 4. Alright, making good time. Team Magma versus Team Aqua hollows. Hollows here, the double rainbow starts the rares. Rares. Rare revs start here. More rare revs there. Common and uncommon revs. More common and uncommon revs. And even more. And more there. Holon Phantoms hollows. Hollows over there. Non-hollow rares. Rares. Holon Phantoms reverses. One more rare revs. A rare rev. Then common and uncommon revs. Through there. Here we go with Crystal Guardians hollows. And all this page are hollow as well. Non-hollow rares. 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 And rare revs start here. I think rare revs go through the Charizard. And then we have common and uncommon revs starting with the Charmander. A few more pages there. And a few more pages there. Ending with a couple of Digletts. Dragon Frontiers hollows. That page is hollow as well. Then non-hollow rares over here. Rares. 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 Rare revs. More rare revs. Actually, I'm sorry. Both of these pages are rare rev. And then we go with common and uncommon revs. And lots of common and uncommon revs for this set. And then we go with Power Keepers hollows. rares, more rares, more rares, rare revs, rare revs over here, common and uncommon revs there, and more common and uncommon revs here, and a Phoebe Stadium there. So on to binder, whatever binder we're on now, 5. 4 binders down, 3 to go. So on to the Diamond and Pearl series. So hollows, these are technically promo hollows, but I've got a ton of these. So I put a page of them in here as well. Regular set hollows, some more over there. Non-hollow rares, rares, rare revs, rare revs, I think that, nope, I think they go, actually, this entire page. Then common and uncommon revs start with the Ghastly. More common and uncommon revs. And then we go with Mysterious Treasures hollows. Rares. More rares. Rare revs. Rare revs. More rare revs. And a few more. Secret Wonders hollows. A few more there. Non-hollow rares. Non-hollow rares. Rare revs, I think on both pages, as well as all of this page. Common and uncommon revs, even more, and more, and more over there, including Rosie's. Great Encounters hollows, rares, more rares, rare revs, all those are rare rev as well, and then common and uncommon revs start with the Arbok, and a few more pages of common and uncommon revs. So 2 more to go. Alright, here we go with Majestic Dawn, binder number 6, I think. Hollows, rares, rare reverses on this page, rare reverses on this page, common and uncommon revs through there, Legends Awaken hollows, including Mewtwo, rares, rares, rare revs, common and uncommon revs, more common and uncommon revs, Stormfront hollows, all these are hollow as well, non-hollow rares starting on the right, more non-hollow rares, rare reverses starting there, all across this page, all on this page, and then common and uncommon start there. Few pages of these. And we're on to Platinum. So hollows, a couple more hollows there, and a few more there, sorry. They're a little more spread out. I think I had a lot more at one point. Rares, more rares, rare revs. All of these are rare rev. And then common and uncommon rev. Got a few pages of these. And then Rising Rivals hollows. More hollows. Rares. More rares. Rare revs. More rare revs. And then common, uncommon revs start with the Rapidash. And we go on with those for a few pages. Supreme Victor's hollows. Rares. More rares. Rare revs. All these are rare rev as well. All of those are rare rev. All of those are rare rev. I've got like 4 pages of rare revs here. And then common and uncommon reverses. Few pages there. And a few more. And Arceus hollows, not many of those. Rare revs, and all these are rare rev as well. Common and uncommon revs. More common and uncommon revs. And non-hollow rares. I know this set is just a little out of order compared to all the other sets, so I apologize for that, and more rares over there. So now let's go on to the final binder. Alright, binder number 7. And we go with Heart Gold, Soul Silver. Hollows, I think, are just the top 3. And then we go with rares, rare revs, common and uncommon revs, more common and uncommon revs, more of those, unleashed, hollows, rares, rare revs, common and uncommon revs, more common and uncommon revs, and more of them. Undaunted, hollows, rare revs, one more rare rev, and then again this set's a little out of order, so rares, non-hollow rares, more non-hollow rares, and then common and uncommon reverses, triumphant hollows, more triumphant hollows, non-hollow rares, more, a few more, and a few more. And that finishes off the triumphant rares. Rare reverses. Those are rare rev as well. Then common and uncommon revs. Few pages here. And final set, Call of Legends. So hollows. Hollows. Non-hollow rares. Non-hollow rares. Non-hollow rares, non-hollow rares, rare revs, rare revs, rare revs, and then finishing up with common and uncommon revs. So, that's it. 7 binders of all old stuff. Hope you guys enjoyed. Again, trading only for cards on my wants list. More than happy to sell. And stay tuned. I've got a promo and Japanese binder series, or not series, but video coming up soon.